though.
Oh my! I'm sitting here playing some old school Pokemon and just ah, I don't even know who these characters are. Anyway, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, girls and guys, it is your co-host. You know who I am, your friend, Arachnid Soul, intellectual, voracious, and passionate about getting that Geodo, getting that Caterpie, getting that Snorlax out of that little contraption and kicking some ass on Pokemon as always. Look at that pause. Dramatic pause right there. Arachnid Soul, what's going on?
Damn, it only took him like 5 years to give himself a plug. And, I thought I did a good intro, but he has to come in here with that, the over-exaggeration. You know how Arachnid is. Anyway, we're going to be doing some regular head-to-head matches. I want to know you guys' predictions for Shawn Porter versus Kell Brook. It's the fight that's going down this Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Oh boy, let's see who he goes with. But I'm thinking this ought to be a really good matchup.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing anything this Saturday, so I might actually sit down and watch that from you. Especially now that I know you got a little bit of loose change on hand. I might have to put a bet on it.
Well, considering how you are, I don't think it's a good idea for you to make a bet on this, considering how you lost like the last 12 bets. But we're not going to get into that. Arachnid doesn't like to talk about it, so we're not going to talk about it. I do want to know you guys' opinions, though, so please leave that in the comment section for your boy.
Okay, so let's talk about something else here. I know you're excited. I haven't even seen the trailer, but you're a massive fan of the Call of Duty series. We know you love Ghosts. I heard there was a new Call of Duty coming out. It's Call of Duty Killzone or Call of Duty Mass Effect or so. I saw some screenshots. I'm like, I've seen that game before. But let me know, $60 probably at launch. You're probably gonna be able to get that season pass for like another 15 or 20. I know you're gonna plunk down that $80. You're probably gonna pre-order it from your favorite store, GameStop, probably 6-7 months in advance. How excited are you to follow up with your favorite video game of all time, Call of Duty Ghosts, with this new sequel?
Wow, so apparently somebody from this stream recognizes me, like my YouTube videos. That's what's up. So hopefully we'll go ahead and have a good match with this guy. But to get into Arachnid's question, I looked at the new Ghost, not impressed, or not new Ghost, new Call of Duty. Not really impressed at all by it, to be honest. I think that it's just one of those games where it's just basically another Far Cry 3. You take stuff that was successful in other video games, you put it into Call of Duty because it's so bad at the moment, and then basically it's supposed to be a success in there. And I think there's going to be a couple of things that will be a problem. The cloaking that they copied from Far Cry 3, not from Far Cry 3, from Crysis 3. I think that'll be an issue. I think this double jump hover and hover pack thing on your back, I think that's going to end up being an issue as well. So for me, I'm going to wait for Jive Turkey to make a review on it and tell me if it's a good game or not. He's always been right when it comes to whether these games were good or not. So that's exactly what I'm going to look for.
I mean, basically, I have Crysis 2 and 3, and I don't know which one came out first, but I know that cloaking was in the Killzone game, like the Infiltrator used the cloak, and I know they also had the jetpacks. So this is another one of those situations where I think this game will make a lot of money, not as much as past Call of Duties, but people will go out and buy it, and it might just end up being like a watered-down version of Killzone. What I have noticed, though, is they actually started promoting the single player a lot more, even though they've been kind of vague about it. Your boy Kevin Spacey is in the single player. Is that a reason why you will go out and get this game?
I mean, I don't really play the campaign. I have never played a Call of Duty campaign, actually. But, Kevin Spacey is one of my favorite actors. But it won't be enough. I'll get it when the price drops, sure, and then play the campaign. But it's not enough for me to just come out here and say, yeah,
well,
I'm gonna go buy it.
How much would you be willing to pay for it?
Maybe 20 or 30 bucks.
Oh, okay. So
what's up, Gavin? Welcome to the stream, man.
You're gonna be waiting a while then.
I'll wait for it to drop. It's not a big deal to me.
Okay.
I'm not in the rush to play any other Call of Duty game after wasting my money on Ghost and Black Ops 2. So
Yeah, well, let me just remind people, if you're looking for that new first-person shooter, you can pick up Killzone 2 now. My friend got it from GameStop for $2.80. Keep in mind, this game got awesome reviews, not only from like IGN when Sony probably paid him off, but it also Killzone 2 got a 5 out of 5 on on XPlay. So that should tell you something. Servers are still full. But let's talk about what's going on in that upper left-hand corner. Let's talk about the fact, and I see Bloodcats in the chat room. Hey, Bloodcats. Oh, okay, I laid out so Fight Night could say hey, but I guess he's stingy.
Jeez, you didn't even give me a chance. I was making sure that I was all set to go for this next round. But hello, cats. Welcome to the stream as well. Anybody else in the stream, if you're watching, don't be afraid to hit that like button. And also, don't be afraid to leave your thoughts in the comment section below.
So right now, on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ArachnidSoul, Thursday Night Throwdown is live. Go watch it after you watch this stream. In fact, hit that little mouse button, you know, that little scroll button, right? You can go over there right now. You can save it, have it ready to go. Once this stream ends, you can go watch it, right? Let me tell you what's going on tonight. You've got Jushin Thunder Liger, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. He will put that belt on the line once again next Thursday night, August 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Throwdown Wrestling, a live stream with live commentary and a live chat. But first, we've got to set the table, and we set the table right now on my YouTube channel /ArachnidSoul. You've got Koji Kanemoto. You've got Naomichi Marufuji. Two guys who think they are the #1 contender for Liger's belt. They go head-to-head right now tonight, youtube.com/ArachnidSoul. Find out who becomes the #1 contender right now on my YouTube channel, and then join us next Thursday night, August 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for that Throwdown Wrestling live stream. The first one was the most successful Throwdown Wrestling event we've ever done on a Thursday night. We intend to top that 7 days from tonight, Thursday night, August 21st. Do not miss it.
Well, there's the plug for that awesome event. ArachnidSoul doing commentary. What's up, Seno? I know who it is, man. I know who it is. You don't have to say guess who. Welcome to the stream, man. It must be a miracle. YouTube must really be feeling you over these last few days, because you've been able to comment on the last few streams with no problem. So, you know, welcome back.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're trying to make up to Sendo. I mean, you know, it was, what, a week ago when Google told Sendo, listen, you can't keep playing that Metallica during your Twitch live streams. So to try to make it up, because they know he's got a lot of social media clout, they've decided they're actually going to let his YouTube chat room work.
Yeah, so, you know, at the end of the day, it is good to see people in the chat. And I know it's slightly late, so maybe some people don't think I'm streaming tonight, but, you know, you can always blame that one on Arachnid and his Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I was over there playing that old school Digimon, had the Yu-Gi-Oh fired up. Was playing that Naruto game, which I can't tell the difference between that guy and the Dragon Ball Z guy, but had all of those things. Fight Night, he was reluctant, but he did eventually let me borrow his old Powerpuff Girls cartridge.
Powerpuff Girls was OP, that.
Yeah, well, I know.
You weren't a real man if you didn't watch Powerpuff Girls. I'm just saying.
I still see you walking around in those shirts.
If I could fit them, I probably would.
Those big-eyed. I never even saw that show, but I see like they've got the new My Little Pony, and they look like Powerpuff Girl horses. And I know you're a big fan of that new My Little Pony as well, and the Care Bears. We know.
And Montana all day, that.
Oh yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Well, I see her riding all sorts of bananas and potatoes and things on stage now. Nice, innocent young lady she's turned out to be.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone should aspire to be a young Miley Cyrus, or maybe like a, you know, like that guy in the Rolling Stones whose name I can't remember.
Well, everybody should be inspired to watch this boxing event coming up this Saturday. It's Shawn Porter, one of my favorite boxers. If you've seen his last match, he destroyed Paulie Malignaggi. I think it was round 4 knockout. And a lot of people are predicting this fight to go by way of knockout, just because of maybe some of the stuff that they've seen on the Boxing Voice, where they saw Shawn Porter sparring and just absolutely destroying the pads, showing the power. at one point during a sparring session, Ken Porter had one of his pads up, and Porter threw a sharp left hook and broke his father's watch just from throwing that left hook. It was such an astounding thing to watch. It's like, that should let you know the type of power that this guy has. You know, even one guy was up there comparing him to a young Mike Tyson. You know, I mean, he has the power, but also he has the boxing technique. I mean, I think a lot of people always think when they see Shawn Porter as like inside bully, you know, bull rusher. He has all those things, but he has been able to show the ability to box in a lot of his fights. So I think that Kell Brook will be knocked down, I'm thinking around the 7th round, even though he is a very skilled tactical technician and he's able to use the jab and work on the outside. I don't think those soft pillow hands will be enough, even though he does have some knockouts under his belt. It's really against no-name competition, though. I really think he will not be able to withstand the power of Porter, and he won't be able to outbox Porter. I think Porter will be able to hold his own in the center of the ring, take the fights to the outside of the ring, and then go for the knockout.
I mean, back in the day, you had a guy named Jimmy the Greek, and people would tune in to pretty much watch this guy tell them who to bet on, and more times than not, he was right. And I think you're almost like Jimmy the Greek, except the opposite. Like, I would have said Shawn Porter, but looking at your track record predicting fights, now I'm starting to think Shawn Porter might not be able to take this if you think he's going to win.
Considering I have not been wrong in the last few weeks, I wouldn't doubt me.
Well, maybe not the last few weeks, but I think over time on aggregate, I mean, that batting average is not too impressive.
It is. I lost one. It was one.
So what I'm telling you guys...
This is the same man who predicted Laura the one who lost.
Oh, and I guess it was 111 to 117 you're going to tell me now too, right?
No, it was a close fight, but you still lost.
I mean, that's questionable. But we're not going to get into that. But that's questionable. Maybe he might have lost by 1 point, but I don't know that he lost that fight. But in any case, we're not going to get into it. And I think the reason why he lost is because I heard you say a couple of times you thought he was a good fighter. You didn't think he was going to win, but you said so many nice things about him that's why he lost.
Oh, boy.
It was enough. That's all I'm saying. And anyway, so Saturday night, you got Shawn Porter, Fight Night's Finest, is saying Porter's going to take the fight. But because of that, when you put your money on Shawn Porter and Shawn Porter ends up losing, Fight Night's Finest has said he will actually reimburse you whatever money you bet on the fight out of guilt. Oh, and I commend him for that.
Do you want to make a bet on this right now?
Oh man, here we go again.
I'm asking you, do you want to bet on this? Because if you want to take Kell Brook and I take Shawn Porter, I guarantee this is guaranteed money for me.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna bet on Shawn Porter.
No, you can't bet on Shawn Porter.
Why can't we bet on the same fighter?
Because that's not betting. And you keep saying that you think he's going to lose just because I betted on it.
Well,
so if you think my track record is that bad, take Kell Brook in the fight, bet on him, and then we'll see who comes out on top.
Okay, so you said he's getting knocked out clean. He's going to be out like light in round 7.
I think he would be knocked out by round 7.
Okay, so see, that's a more interesting bet to me. Because you have no confidence in people. And I'm
picking the guy to win. How do I have no confidence?
Because I mean, I just can't believe you're here on the internet. The world is listening, and you're calling Kell Porter a punk.
Kell Porter, you saying it wrong too.
Kell Brook, you're calling him a punk. You're saying he can't box.
I didn't say he couldn't box. I just say he hasn't been. Who has he been in with besides Carson Jones?
I clearly heard you say about 3 minutes ago that if you got into the ring with Kell Brook any day of the week, you could take him. You made an open challenge to the man. Don't back down from it. You're calling him a punk.
I didn't call him a punk, and I never said I could take him one-on-one in a fight.
Okay, so now the story.
See, if you want to say it's just a fight, then that means anything goes, and I'm bringing the strap.
Oh, you show up with that old Ultimate Warrior Intercontinental belt, the purple one, that strap?
No, I'm coming with that 32.
Oh, okay. Well, in any case, because I hear this every week. You know, when are we going to see the footage? Because I heard you last week talking about how you could drop Shawn Porter.
Oh,
and it's just, it's too much already.
The
and
tales, the fables of one arachnid soul.
When these people call your house, you try to change your voice and tell them that Fight Night's not home. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he has a good center of gravity. Just saying, like, his balance is pretty good. And you have, as an inside fighter, a lot of people don't realize. Like, just take a look at Mike Tyson. His thighs were just ridiculous. He had those same. He had those. If you watch NFL football, Miles Austin from the Dallas Cowboys, he had those kind of thighs where it's just the guy is gonna get all that power from there, and then that kick that he's gonna get when he steps off his calves. Just the leg strength is where most inside fighters get their power from, especially when they need to close the gap. So all inside fighters must have strong legs for the most part.
Well, I've talked about this before, not only inside fighters, but outside fighters. When you throw a punch, it starts from the ground up.
That's very true.
But, you know, those short black trunks that Mike Tyson used to wear, he knew what he was doing. The whole thing was intimidation. He got in the ring. He was mad dogging people. He would look at people in the eye. When the referee was going over the rules, he was looking for the guy to blink, to look away, to squirm a little bit. And Tyson like, yeah, I saw that, asshole. I got you now. But with those shorts that Tyson wears, I see the same thing in, like, Muay Thai. Or if you guys watch any Japanese MMA, I guess he was, you know, a UFC guy too, a guy like Alistair Overeem. You know, he knows what he's doing. He's got those tree trunk legs. He likes to show them off. And in that case, it was like, listen, I'm going to Muay Thai roundhouse kick or get that Muay Thai plum on the back of your neck and get that knee raised to your chin or your sternum or whatever. And it was the same thing with Mike Tyson. You know, it's that intimidation factor because the boxers all know that a guy with Tyson's style, he's bringing it from the ground up, and when they see those legs, they know it's their ass.
Yeah, pretty much. It's all about that leg strength. So let's talk about this guy right here. Showing that he can box well on the outside, but he has no inside game, and he will refuse to come forward. We just saw that at the end of the round. So what I'm trying to do is just basically take advantage of the fact he has no good punching power. And as Emmanuel Augustus, you better be able to counterpunch. Like, period. You better be able to counterpunch, and you better be able to make sure you don't get hit at all. And the fact that we're hitting him so much is more than enough for me to take these rounds, and it's more than enough for me to take this fight. And it's more than enough for him to have to start coming forward. I mean, you know, just to sit back and box a little bit. So that's the main reason I stopped moving in the middle of that last round. So Jalen Adams, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, what's going on, Jalen? Thank you very much. Yeah, that last half of that last round, I mean, the guy was just standing there. He was like, listen, man, I'm an outside fighter. I don't want to engage. I've got my own strategy.
Well, when you're losing a round, you got to come get your round.
Well, but he didn't want to get dropped in that round. He said, listen, I've lost this round. I don't want to get dropped. Let me, you know, maybe re-engage a little bit in the next round. See, in real life, what they would have done, and maybe they should do in future Fight Night games, is when something's going on like that, the referee needs to be smart enough to tell the fighters to re-engage. And also the judges need to look at who's causing that kind of break in the fight and who's running, who's hiding.
No, what they need to ask him is, do you want to continue? That's what they need to ask him, because if you get beat up like that and then you won't come off those ropes, that's like turning your back to a fighter, like you don't want no more. So that's what they need to ask him.
You know, back in, God, what year was this? I'm going to say it was 98, 99. There was a game on PlayStation called Power Move Pro Wrestling. It was actually the game that they got the engine for the SmackDown games that they're still, I don't know why they're forcing those horrible WWE games on the public, but it's a long-lasting joke. In any case, on the Power Move Pro Wrestling games, there actually was, when you were playing with your friend and you were getting that ass handed to you, you could actually hold the select button and throw the towel in, tell the referee, listen, the girlfriend's over there sitting on the couch, she's watching, I don't want to get embarrassed anymore. They need to start having something like that in this game.
A little quit system.
Yeah, and then maybe people wouldn't use that. You know, the quit system they have is they start throwing the headbutts and the low blows, and they try to get that DQ.
Yeah, like we saw last year.
Don't let him get to you, kid.
I mean, And this guy looks like he took your favorite shirt, you know, that leopard print shirt you like to wear with the collar open and that hairy chest has the little John Travolta collar on it. Looks like he took your favorite shirt, made some trunks out of it. And now he's in the ring trying to run.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I understand that he needs to be on the outside, but if you're losing the fight, you have to come get the fight.
I don't know. It's just funny to me because I would love to be able to talk to him to ask him what the strategy is because he's clearly losing. He's determined to stay on the outside. It's almost like he's got a little hula hoop in the center of the ring. He will not step into it. And at the same time, it's like, is your strategy that maybe you can convince the Fight Night to engage, you know, where you want to engage, and maybe in the later rounds you'll be able to come back and knock him out? So what exactly is the game plan here?
Well, I'm trying to still make the fight and make it look interesting, but there's gonna come that point during the fight where it's like, yeah, I really don't want to keep doing this with you. And it's like, yeah, you need to either box. Like, I don't mind I'm standing in the center of the ring just so that we could sit here and maybe throw some jabs and whatnot. But I'm not going to sit here and chase you the entire night, especially when you're losing the fight. All I have to do is go on cruise control and win the fight, basically.
Yeah, well, it's almost like the fans showed up to watch some light sparring tonight without the headgear.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, I appreciate he likes my videos and whatnot, and I see why he has such a good record. But you gotta keep moving, you gotta keep boxing, you gotta keep.
It's yours. You hear me?
You just gotta keep the fight going. And the thing about outside fighters that a lot of people don't understand is that everybody's not supposed to be scaling the ropes. You can fight on the outside, but the outside doesn't mean the outside of the ring. It means the outside of your opponent's range. So you're supposed to be moving around your opponent at all times, going towards your left. You're an orthodox fighter. If you're southpaw, move towards your right, you know, away from the power hand. And you're supposed to continue to try to, you know, be on the outside of your range. And most guys who are on the outside, why are they on the outside? They got that height, they got that reach. They have an advantage that they're trying to use. With this guy, it's like, Augustus, you got to be one of those fighters where it's like you got to be able to have good distance, good time to take advantage of his speed, and also be able to take advantage of your opponent's mistakes while he's coming forward. And then once you establish that, you need to land some power shots as well in order to try to win the round. See, like right now, he's losing this fight. He's got hit with too many power shots, and yeah, come get the fight. That's what you need to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it looks like he does want to fight, but, you know, like we've been saying, he wants to fight on the outside.
Yeah.
You know?
But you can't do that when you're losing. You got to do something to win the fight. Let's take a look at some of these. Will you play some Town of Salem later? Because I made an account. Sure, I could play some Town of Salem later. What made him pick Augustus? I guess the first video I actually introduced Arachnid Soul with on my channel, I used Emmanuel Augustus. So he said he watched my videos and maybe he seen him there as a hidden gem or whatnot, and he thought maybe he could get a win with him.
Yeah. There was actually, I can't remember the guy's name, but this was in Japanese MMA. A guy who was, you know, he's kind of past his prime, and his fights got really boring because he didn't want to engage, and he started, he was like, I'm going to win these fights, and he would either win the fights by, like, kind of being a punk the whole fight, and then just kind of coming in, getting his points, and then running, or he was losing fights because he wasn't engaging, and even when he won, he would never finish the fight. It always went to points, which, you know, in MMA, especially in Japan, where you've got these long rounds, these 5-minute rounds, these 10-minute rounds, and you can also go to submissions, for a fight not to end, and for it not to end so many times just because of your lack of action in the fight, the crowd started booing him. And this guy wasn't even a Japanese guy. I want to say he was an American guy. And the big selling point for this guy became, if I don't finish this next fight, I'm going to retire. And then he finished the next fight on some punk stuff, and it was like, but yeah, you know, people do want to see action, especially when you're getting booed by a Japanese crowd. You know something's wrong.
Yeah, and the Japanese crowds, they like almost never boo, so.
Yeah.
Let's just look back at the chat, see somebody else
Yeah.
posted something. They need to make your fighter aware of opponent's tendencies when throwing punches. That way, people can't throw 6 straight combinations. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
there's a lot
they
of,
just need to put the old defensive system back in the game and see if you can throw that one straight on match and see how many times you get parried.
You know, another thing I was thinking about, because I was watching some footage of you. I don't know if it was you or somebody. I mean, the guy was pretty good, so I'm guessing it wasn't you playing it. But somebody was playing some Fight Night Round 3. I don't know if you ever played that game. It was a hard game, so I don't know how good you would have been at it. So, you know, you were probably off at that time playing some Call of Duty, or, you know, I don't know what you're playing, some Medal of Honor or something. This is like a real man's game, Fight Night Round 3. Anyway, if anybody's out there and you can go to your local video game store, hopefully it's not GameStop, and you can pick up Fight Night Round 3, but the thing I noticed was people are so obsessed with graphics and animations and things like this now that they might, after playing this game, look at a Fight Night Round 3, and I know that's your favorite Fight Night game in all seriousness of all time. What could you tell people who see footage of it? They think the animations look choppy. They don't like the camera angles, or they think the punches look slow or whatever. What could you tell them to convince them to go out and get that game?
Oh man, I'm losing the fight. But what I'll end up telling them is that it's a game that if you're looking for something that's truly skillful, it's a game that you should buy. The last few rounds we lost the last 3 rounds. One due to a lack of stamina and just due to a lack of patience for the most part. But you win some, you lose some. At the end of the day, not gonna bother me much about it. Let's see. This round, doing nothing but 1-2s, uppercuts. Pretty much the same thing for the whole fight. 1-2 spamming, right uppercut, no hooks, barely any hooks. Land only has 6 counters the entire game, and you're fighting on the outside. It's like, oh boy.
Now, is that a fight we could maybe next week expect to see like a music video montage of on your channel?
No.
That epic really, that epic music you could put behind it, and because I mean, a quality fight like that, you don't.
Now let's talk about this guy for a sec. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Arachnid, but look what he does afterwards when he wins the fight. First he tells me he likes my videos. Haha, easy YouTube. It was so easy that you had to run the entire fight. It was that easy, and you had to spam 1-2s and sidestep uppercuts. It was that easy though. And also the fact that you won by basically one point. But it was that easy. This is what I talk about when it comes to people playing the game. You can win a match, but you don't have to slate your opponent whether you win or lose. The proper thing for you to do is to say good fight and move on. And then maybe act, since you know I do YouTube, is this one on YouTube? It's not good to sit there and have the mentality of like everything was easy when it wasn't. That's that. I mean, I feel like a lot of fighters like James Toney, Roy Jones Jr., Adrian Broner, Floyd Mayweather, they bring this mentality to the ring. Even like fighters like Sugar Ray Robinson and fighters of that caliber, they had this cockiness about them that they made it feel like it's okay to not show good sportsmanship after you won a fight. Whether you win or lose, it's never a good idea for you to bash anybody based on the skills that they displayed in the ring. Because in my opinion, it was a decent fight. It wasn't a very sim fight, and it was a fight that I was winning until I started talking about the things you should be doing in the ring. I started trying to make the fight so you guys wouldn't sit here bored. But he never at one point did he take that into consideration. And that's what I want you guys to look for when you're playing the game. It isn't so much as to say is if you can win the fight or not, but it's how much fun you had during the fight, and if you made the fight, you know, entertaining, and also if you portrayed the skills that are supposed to be portrayed in an actual boxing match. You were gonna say something, though, Arachnid.
Nah, I was pretty much done. Anyway, we've got Sendo in the chat room, and he's asking what we think about Mayweather Maidana too.
I think Mayweather. Hold on, I
Mhm.
forgot to remove somebody from the chat.
Well, I'll go ahead and tell you. I am like most decent human beings on the planet. I'm hoping that Maidana can win the fight, and I think he can win the fight.
I think he could win it too, but I think he can. I think he has the tools necessary to win it, but I do believe also that Mayweather will just make it an easy fight because he's gonna do the things necessary to adjust. So yeah, that guy's gone. Sorry you guys had to deal with that in the chat.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where when you watch that first fight, and I think Maidana was better than Mayweather thought he was going to be, and you say, okay, there's going to be a return bout. You've got two guys who are now going to study that footage. The camps are going to study that footage. One of them is going to come into this fight dramatically better because that's what happens a lot of the time in the return fight. And it's just a question of who is that going to be? Is that going to be Mayweather, who's going to say, well, I won, but it was much closer than I liked. Let me study what he did, and Mayweather's going to come back, and we're going to see a better Mayweather than we've ever seen? Or is it going to be Maidana, a guy who's going to look at that fight and say, you know what, I really exposed Mayweather in a lot of ways in that fight. I know exactly what I need to do. I know exactly what I need to do to capitalize and get better and win the next fight. One of those guys is going to come into this next fight dramatically better. I hope it's Maidana.
What's wrong with this guy? Hold on. Let me just trying to remove somebody from the chat. Coming in here talking about Addis PSN and boasting about beating people.
Oh, okay.
He just
yeah,
figure out
but
how to block him.
Anyway, like I said, I think the fight is also good for boxing for a number of reasons. Obviously, you've got Mayweather, who's always going to bring eyeballs and bring money and put asses in the seats. You've got Maidana, and we talk a lot about, you know, fighters who they're the underdogs. They're the American dreams. You know, I ride horses and I live on a ranch, and you've got that whole story. And then you've got Mayweather, who's like really rich. I say it every week. Mayweather is, in every sense of the word, you know, early 1990s, late 1980s Ric Flair. You've got Maidana. Calls himself the American dream. He's Dusty Rhodes. He's out there for the people. He's going to overcome the obstacle. I mean, the story there writes itself, and it will be good for boxing because you're going to get a lot of people who are going to tune in. It's a rematch, and it's a rematch that actually will deliver, as opposed to a lot of rematches which are just there to make money. And you say, well, one guy got killed the first time. Why are they doing this again? But it's going to be a hell of a fight, and I don't know. I'm going to watch the training videos. I'm going to watch the 24/7 stuff. I'm hoping that I really see a lot of great stuff from Maidana, and, you know, maybe the week before that fight comes, if I like what I'm seeing, and hopefully I will, maybe I'll put some money on Maidana, and I'm sure Fight Night will take Mayweather.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those fights where it's like, it's going to come down not based off of skill or who's the better fighter that night. I think it's going to come down based on the type of referee that's in the ring. Apparently, Tony Weeks was a bad fight or a bad referee to Mayweather because Maidana was doing a lot of dirty stuff, and when Mayweather was trying to clinch and he couldn't clinch, that it was the referee's fault. So what if you have a referee that's going to let him fight? Then the match actually might be a lot more exciting. If you're going to have that referee that's breaking up the fighters every second because they're on the inside, then it's not going to be a very good fight for Maidana. I think if it's that referee that's going to just let him fight and just watch the dirty stuff, I think Steve Smoger should be the referee for the fight, just in my opinion. Agent Moo, welcome to the stream, man. But I think at the end of the day, I do believe Mayweather will be able to outbox him, and he's not going to let Maidana get to that point where he's going to have him on the ropes anymore. I think what Mayweather tried to do in that fight, in the first Maidana versus Mayweather fight, I think the thing that he tried to do was he tried to do what he did to Miguel Cotto and let him come in on the inside and then see if he can't still get in some decent, effective shots while he's there, while he's up against the ropes. You know, trying to take a little page out of James Toney's book, do some combinations, get him up again when I'm up on. Oh, damn! That left uppercut.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I know what you're saying. I'm gonna sit there and watch the fight. Like, I really dislike Mayweather. Like, I don't even want to watch his fights. I dislike him so much. But I will watch this fight because I'm hoping Maidana's gonna beat the hell out of him. In any case, you know, Floyd Mayweather, just another guy that Fight Night said if he got in the ring and sparred with Mayweather, he'd probably drop Mayweather. You know, always running his mouth. Fight Night actually said he would go in to have a serious fight with Mayweather. Fight Night said he would wear no headgear, but he thinks he's such a superior fighter to Mayweather that he would let Mayweather wear headgear.
Where do you get this stuff from, Arachnid? What's your source?
I'm just saying, because I follow you on Twitter at FNFinest, and this is some of the stuff. I don't know if you drink late at night, if you like to hit that Jägermeister, that whiskey or what. The Midori Sour, I hear. You're into those kind of, you know, girly drinks. But in any case, once you get a little bit liquored up, you tend to go on Twitter and you just start calling out boxers, and it's like, man.
Damn, you trying to say I'm like that last guy?
Oh yeah, and then afterwards, you know, when you get beat up by Mayweather, you're gonna call him a punk, tell him it was easy, probably try to drive off in one of his Bugattis.
I'll be taking that.
Yeah, he's got what, 2 of them? Don't worry about it.
I might come back for the other one apparently.
Yeah. Well, does he have 2 white ones, or does he have a white one and a black one?
He has a white one, and I think a red and black one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the red and black one, that's the real color for that car.
So tell us give us a sneak preview, just for the people on the stream. Tell us something that's gonna happen on the stream, like on your live stream. Who's gonna be there? You know, maybe a surprise guest that most people want to see, or you know, want to watch at this point in the video, just so that they know, just so that they have something to inspire them to go watch your stream.
Well, I mean, we have some tremendous people. I understand George Hackenschmidt's going to be there. Lou Thez is going to be there. We have all of the original members of Van Halen showing up, and it's hard to book dead people to be guests. But in any case, in all seriousness, right now, youtube.com/ArachnidSoul, Thursday Night Throwdown Wrestling. You've got Koji Kanemoto versus Naomichi Marufuji. The winner of that match, the winner of that #1 contenders match, 1 week from tonight, Thursday night, August 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, will go on to take on Jushin Thunder Liger with Liger's IWGP World Junior Heavyweight Championship belt on the line. Will it be a rematch from the January 4th Wrestle Kingdom pay-per-view? Will it be Liger versus Naomichi Marufuji? One of the best matches in Throwdown history. But when we talk about great matches, Koji Kanemoto has been in the ring against Liger on Throwdown before. Liger narrowly escaped. If you want to see who will face Liger next week on the live stream, you've got to go over later on, youtube.com/ArachnidSoul, watch Thursday Night Throwdown Wrestling, and tune in next week, Thursday night, August 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern. It will be Throwdown Wrestling. I will be doing live commentary. We will have a live chat room. If you were impressed by what we did last month, we're going to blow you out of the water. And let me also tease the fact that rumors are that Shinjiro Otani will be making his return, and also the #1 contender to the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship currently held by Kenta Kobashi. Yes, I'm talking about Tiger Mask #2, Mitsuharu Misawa, will return to action that night. It is 1 week from tonight, Thursday Night Throwdown Wrestling, August 21st, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Arachnid Soul, yours truly, will be in the booth. Do not miss it.
Now I have a question about that actually. How is, Marufuji, how is he the #1 contender when Scott Flash Norton actually has the right to challenge for any belt that he wants?
You're really all over the place. Naomichi Marufuji is the light heavyweight who's facing Koji.
I'm talking about the heavyweight.
Okay, I don't know which pay-per-view you did you see the last pay-per-view?
I was calling it.
No, not the live stream. I mean the last pay-per-view.
That wasn't considered a pay-per-view?
The tournament fine. Well, a lot of people thought it was a pay-per-view quality. It was almost like a WCW Clash of the Champions type deal, or when TNA will do like a Destination X or something like that. But okay, you want to call it a pay-per-view. But I'm talking about Dominion, the official last pay-per-view we did, the tournament finals. It was the main event: Scott Flash Norton versus Mitsuharu Misawa. It was 4 months in the making.
Okay, I'm having a blank right now. I'm trying to fight at the same time.
Kami,
what's up, man?
Yeah, I see Kamikaze in the comment section. I'm glad to see that Sendo will be there for the live stream. Hopefully Kamikaze will be there, and Bloodcats will be there, and everybody else. It's that awesome feeling, like when I was doing Throwdown this week, to just sit down, call some wrestling action, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, better than a lot of people, including certain people you'll see on national television with the initials MC. We won't get into that.
Your boy Cole?
Oh yeah, your favorite play-by-play man who doesn't know any of the moves or the history. But in any case, to be able to sit there and just call some wrestling, it's like, man, it takes your mind off of everything, and I can't wait to do it on the live stream. It's always more exciting working with that live audience without a net and showing people what I do, because they think I just come on here and joke around with you. No, I actually do important stuff in my life as well.
Oh, you're saying the stream is a joke? Do you hear this, guys? Arachne think you guys are. He thinks you're a joke.
Now, I don't get me wrong. It's a nice stream, but I'm just saying this guy, Fight Night's Finest, who likes to host this stream, the way he sabotages these boxers in real life by telling people to put their money on them, it's abuse of power.
What?
Oh, and Bloodcats is still there, saying she will be there. Also, people out there. Bloodcats. I mean, youtube.com/Bloodcats with the Z. It's spelled C-A-T-Z. Go check her channel out. One of the few, new commentators on YouTube who I've really been watching. She does a lot of gaming videos, the horror games, plays a lot of Burnout Paradise, her favorite racing car, whatever game, probably one of her favorite games ever at this point. youtube.com/Bloodcats to go check her out. I have to stop the plug because I can already tell Fight Night's Finest is trying to interrupt me, trying to interrupt the plug. We know how he is.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Now, see, it stunned him that I said that about him, so he didn't have anything to say. He went through.
I'm actually focusing on landing this jab right now.
Fight Night's Finest went through a whole bag of Jolly Ranchers in what, like 3 days?
Considering it was only a $1.25 bag, I mean, I don't consider that bad.
Oh, well, I don't know the size of a $1.25 bag versus a whatever bag, but I mean,
it wasn't that $8 bag, so I don't see how that's a bad thing. But yeah, guys, remember, I want to know your predictions for the Kell Brook Shawn Porter fight. Leave that in the comment section as well. The Arachne endorsement.
Well, yeah, I mean, Bloodcats is one of my closest friends, and like I said, there's so few female commentators who are actually gamers. And let me out something right here, right now. I'm not going to give you any names, but there are certain people on YouTube. Yes, there are men, but there's a couple of women on YouTube whose names I know in my head and won't tell you, who play Call of Duty mostly or play other games, and they do commentary over them. And they don't actually play the games. They have other people who are better at the games play the games, and then they just post the footage and do commentary over it like they're playing it. So then you see, oh, it's a hot chick, and she's good at Call of Duty. No, it's a swerve. You're being hoodwinked. You're being bamboozled. You're being shamued. But when we talk about Bloodcats, she actually does play the games, and she's good at a number of games, even though she doesn't play Call of Duty. I can't even imagine how many hours of Killzone 2 I've played with her, but she usually does get better kill streaks, even though no one on that game cares about that, including me. She usually does get more kills. She usually, if we play online, has more objective points than a lot of the other people. And she, she's a real gamer. She plays all sorts of games. She's not the girl posting footage that isn't hers. She's also not the girl who's only playing The Sims, because nothing wrong with that. But
I want to talk about The Sims 4. Just saying, man. You know, I actually like playing Sims. That's might be something that I actually plan on doing for the channel. It's that dude with the epic name back in the chat. Matthias. Welcome back, man. That's that Greek god, man. That's the Greek god of the stream. And Nichols we trust, buddy. And Nichols we trust. See, Kami's thinking it's going to be an 8th round TKO. I actually predicted 7th.
Yeah, Bloodcats is right. We played a lot of Killzone 2. She was also a beast when we played that Destiny beta. It's too bad that I could never get her and Fight Night on at the same time, and hopefully Fight Night will be able to get the Defiance game working. I'm not sure what's going on there. In any case, yeah, we've got Kamikaze still in the chat. Matthias is in there, the Greek god chiseled out of marble. But let's talk about this fight. Let me ask you some questions about this fight. We're seeing a better fight than what we just saw. I'm actually seeing a guy engage. I'm actually seeing a guy who's not only boxing on the outside, but will box on the inside when necessary.
Yeah, he's fighting a very technical kind of fight. He's using that jab. He's trying to throw those hooks downstairs to the body. I used a lot of energy trying to get him out of here. This probably wasn't my best idea. Usually I'm more about stamina conservation, and if the knockout comes, the knockout comes. But what I've been trying to do to my game is add more power shots downstairs to the body. This way I can ruin the stamina a lot more. So what I'm trying to do is set up that jab, work that jab, and then get to the point where I can throw some power shots downstairs and maybe go for the head later on in the fight. Nah, I was never sipping on that lean. I don't know what you're talking about. But you know, the Jolly Ranchers were on point.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really eat candy anymore, but have they done it yet? Have they made it official and given everyone what they want, where you can go to the store and just buy that whole bag of the sour apple Jolly Ranchers?
You know, I've seen the red ones. I've seen the lemon ones, but I don't think I've ever seen the sour apple.
Now, I can't believe somebody'd want a whole bag. Don't get me wrong, lemon's not bad, but somebody'd want a whole bag of lemon Jolly Ranchers?
I mean, I don't know. I asked the chat. I'm not sure.
The peach ones always seemed like those kind of complacent Jolly Ranchers. You know, they got drafted to be in the bag. They're in the bag with the grape and the sour apple, you know, the MVPs of the Jolly Rancher world. And peach was just kind of lazy to me. So if I ever see a whole bag of peach Jolly Ranchers, I don't know what I'm just going to go crazy and start kicking aisles over in the store.
Go to your nearest Walmart and just start throwing everything off the shelves.
Yeah, there's just candy that, I mean, to be real honest,
underpaid workers, you know, to go clean it up afterwards.
Yeah, there's certain candy that I'm just like, how are you guys still in business? Like, are people really buying black licorice and going out and buying big bags of candy corn? And who's eating snow caps?
You gotta land a big punch now.
Snow what?
No doubt about it.
Ugh, yeah, I mean, people's grandmothers. But I just think
Sour Patch is on point, just gotta say.
Oh yeah, no, Sour Patch Kids. I like, you know, on the rare occasion I do go to the movie theater, I get, you know, that little box of Sour Patch Kids, costs you about $14.95. There's about 6 of them in there, and you try to ration them off. And at the same time, it's the same thing with the lemon ones. You pour them out in your hand. You're kind of trying to move that palm around because there's not much light in there. You see the sour, the lemon ones, and you think, okay, do I go lemon now? And the green ones, I don't know what the green one is, but that's not apple. Whatever that is not apple. In any case, you try to mix and match. The red ones are the best ones when we talk about Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, the yellow ones are pretty good too.
I mean,
favorite candy in the chat, guys. Let's see what you guys like. Me, it's got to be Jolly Ranchers. I'm just saying.
Let me tell you right now. I don't know who's behind the Sour Patch franchise. I'm gonna make you guys $1 trillion right now with this. If you do this, the company will make $1 trillion. All I ask is that you send me like a free, I don't know, lifetime supply of them. The only thing you guys are missing, you're so close, all you need to do is put those sour blue raspberry Sour Patch Kids in the box. I'm telling you, you're going to have more money than Bill Gates. You're going to have more money than FightNightsFinest.
They probably already got more money than me. Well, not even probably. They do got more money than me.
No, man, we know you live in that mansion out in Brooklyn.
Wish I did. This guy right here. This is one of the things that piss any streamer or YouTuber off. I blocked him because he came into the chat boasting. That's one of the rules that everybody knows I don't like. If you are so-called a big fan of mine, and I don't like that word fan, just letting you guys know. If you're a big supporter of mine, the one thing I don't like is one, I don't like a fanboy. And I don't like a boaster. Then don't start spamming the inbox with annoying messages. It really gets annoying. Wortho, welcome to the stream. Now, and the blue and the cherry are the best. If you talking about out of the Jolly Ranchers, I mean, the cherry one, you can't make an argument for it because it's so basic. It's like having that regular red Hawaiian punch. Everybody know it's there, but when you start getting and experimenting into those different flavors, then you know it's a whole different thing. Is there a Publix in New York? I don't really understand that.
Oh, Publix. That's like some kind of a store or something, some grocery store, I think. I don't know.
Either that or must be a candy.
But first of all, here's a little fun fact about Arachnid Soul. I don't drink any kind of liquid that's red because I don't want to go around the rest of the day looking like Bozo the Clown with lipstick on. I don't know. This is just another thing that drives me crazy in this country. Putting the artificial coloring in. Why do we need that? It's because we've been taught that, hey, this is cherry. It's got to be red. Let me tell you, there's a lot of like white cherry things. And they get away with it because it's the taster app. You don't care what color it is. Also, let me talk about Sendo, who's saying his favorite candy is Twix. Now, we all know that Twix is the only candy with the cookie crunch. But here's the problem with Twix. I'm going to tell you right now. A couple of years ago, little show on the air called Seinfeld. My boy George Costanza, for an entire 22 minutes, got screwed over by Twix. They weren't falling out of the vending machine. The vending machine wasn't taking his dollar. They took his dollar. The Twix wouldn't drop. He almost went insane. I remember him screaming Twix at the top of his lungs, and it's because of that I ask you people out there, which side are you on? We know when we talk about abortion, you got pro-choice, anti-choice. When we talk about Twix, which side are you on when you take that Seinfeld evidence into account? Are you pro-Costanza or are you anti-Costanza?
I don't know, guys, if we're going to be able to hang on here. I'm trying to use this jab. I'm trying to make sure my defense is sharp. I'm actually having results of some head movement, which I don't normally do. He's working that body pretty effectively, too, so we're trying to use the outside. Yeah, dude is craving attention. I can't stand that kind of stuff, man. Like, even though I'm on YouTube, I've never used my name to try to get anywhere. You know, I don't have any sponsors. I don't get anything. I just do it because I like doing it. I'm not that guy who's gonna be out here, oh, donate to the channel, please, and donate $5 or, you know, anything like that. I hate attention cravers. And now, see, now that I'm not responding to him that I'm in a match, now all of a sudden I've become a motherfucker. You see, this is the stuff that as a YouTuber you go through sometimes. It's not all loving.
Let's move out there.
You know,
this guy's
flowers, I guess.
I
don't know the analogy.
You got to take some control.
Sometimes you see that calling card and it says last name Tension, first name Craven.
Fight his fight.
So, yeah, but let me, because I see people, you know, I see Mr. Moo in the chat rooms talking about how the white cherry Powerade, I don't say OP, I say OTM, on the money. He's saying it is on the money. Let me give you guys a little tip out there. You go to the store, you get that classic Gatorade. You know what I'm talking about, the only type of Gatorade that used to exist, that lemon Gatorade where you had to take that powder and you had to put the, you know, the whole thing, and your friend's mom, who was like a hippie, used to come out and you lived in the desert and she'd always bring you that powdered Gatorade because she didn't want the kids falling over and having heat stroke. Anyway, I digress. You want to go out, listen to me. You're going to want to get 3 bottles of Gatorade. I want you guys to write this down. Does not matter what the first bottle is. Anything you want. Get cherry, get whatever. Drink it. I don't drink cherry. You guys know the reason. That bottle's empty. The other 2 bottles, you want to get the second bottle, that original lemon. The third bottle, let me cue you guys into something you might not know about. There is some new, I call it new, it's not really new, some new cucumber Gatorade. That stuff is ridiculously good. You want to take that empty first bottle, fill that up halfway with the lime. Fill it up the other half with the cucumber. Shake that up. That will be, and you chill it in the fridge or in the freezer, that will be the best tasting sports drink you've ever had in your life. That has the arachnid soul, so easy for me to say because I'm thinking about it now, and also I see the almond milk chai latte over there, Mad Dog, and me getting jealous. It's okay, sweetie. This will be the best drink you've ever had in terms of sports recovery.
Oh, there you have it. Those pro tips from a personal trainer himself. Duran is very good to play. Yeah, he's my favorite boxer to play with on this game. That lemonade, that lemonade caught me.
Oh yeah. Well, anyway, I don't know what we're talking about. This guy's saying that.
Wow, is he starting to spam? Look, that anything it takes to win. You see it coming out now. That straight right hand. Well, in this case, because he's in southpaw, that straight left hand. And now it's baby clam on. Oh, boy. Damn it, I got dropped. On the spin. How many straights did he throw that? 88 straights in this round. Like, goddamn. I got enough rounds to where it's like, all I got to do is survive, but 209, I mean, like, he just started spamming to try to win the fight. I really don't accept that. People need to stop. That sounds disgusting.
All right, you don't know.
Gavin's not with it, man, with that power drink.
Is it the combination of the lemon and the cucumber that sounds
disgusting? Or is it the combination
disgusting?
of the straight?
Or just, yeah, that too. Or is it just the cucumber? Because let me tell you right now, for 88 cents or 99, whatever it is, go out there, try that cucumber one. I'm telling you.
I haven't even tried that. I might have to do a video on it. Yeah, this fight is very tense. I will have to say that. What is up with the NBSP? What is that? Like,
I don't know.
Somebody let me know what that is in the comment section. I don't know what that is, but I'm trying to hang on.
Does that stand for no bullshit, please? I'm guessing. If it doesn't, that's what I'm going to say it stands for.
Boy, I'm going to try to start clenching. Look at this. I'm really using the forward and the defense here, man. This is already going to count as a 10-8 round. I can't even afford to throw a punch. This stay on your feet training game right here.
Yeah.
Coming into forward. I can't even throw a punch. That's how low I am on stamina.
Well, I mean, didn't you play that training game where you have to flip the tires? I know that was like a UFC game or the MMA, one of those two games, but... Yeah, all right, Gavin. Have you tried the cucumber? Or are you just saying it's nasty?
It sounds nasty.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but you know, I'm the kind of guy, I will go out and try any type of food or whatever. I'm like, yeah, it's Gatorade.
Look at this defense, y'all.
Yeah, just keep that helmet on. But even the worst Gatorade is all kind of similar. It's not going to be horrible. And I'm telling you, it is one of the best Gatorades. It's the secret stash hidden gem of Gatorade.
This man knows what he's talking about when it comes to secret stashes, so it's something you guys have to try. I might do a video about this tomorrow.
I mean, I was the guy who introduced Fight Night's Finest to those Trader Joe's ginger snaps.
No, you didn't. Stop lying.
That was me.
Stop lying. I tried that back in 04.
Dude, I told you about that in 03.
I didn't know you in 03.
We were at that Mets game.
What?
You dragged me.
That's how you know he was there by himself. Damn it, we got knocked down again. But will it be enough? He was able to hang on just for a while. Look at this guy. This dude is craving attention. It's like, it's just because he wants to be on YouTube, but we'll solve it. We'll solve that problem soon enough.
Yeah, you want to wash that that cherry or whatever that first Gatorade bottle is out too, because if it's cherry, you don't want that mixing with the cucumber and the lime.
I'm gonna get a separate container.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pour it in there. I'm gonna mix it. Give me a big old spoon.
I mean, I'll tell you right now that what Now Sendo is saying the ginger snaps are more disgusting than spammers.
What? Oh no, now we got a problem. Oh hell no. I don't know if you ever had those. It's that signature cookie. It's that. Look at this guy. Just desperate. That attention craver. Yeah, apparently cats didn't know that there was a cucumber one, but let's get rid of this guy right here. If you see him had him to try to add you to his friends list, just block the guy and move on.
Yeah, the cucumber one, it's like a light green color, and you're gonna think it's like sour apple or watermelon or something, but then you'll look at it. I don't think they have it in all the stores. I mean, hopefully they do have it in a store near you. But, yeah, I mean, the ginger snaps at Trader Joe's, they also have the chocolate cookies. They have those, like, butter wafers, and also the ones with those little slices of almonds in them. Oh, my God. I don't even eat cookies, but if I go to Trader Joe's, I know what time it is.
All right, guys, so I'm gonna have to run. I'm gonna have to silence Arachnid Soul for just a moment, because it's that time. It's everybody's favorite time. It's that time to run the block tutorial. So as soon as we get back to that PlayStation menu, I'll show you how to do it here. So when you see a guy like this, Big Balls 070, a scrub, who's constantly grabbing for that attention. He wants to be added to a friends list. You know, he wants to just be that guy who's constantly getting on your nerves. This is how you do it. You press triangle on your PlayStation controller. You scroll down with either your left analog stick or that directional button. I prefer the directional button. You hit X on that add to blacklist. You press left on the directional pad and you click X. This guy will never be able to send me another message, and I won't ever have to deal with him again. So there you guys have it. That famous block tutorial sponsored by Thursday Night Throwdown. Yours truly, Arachnid Soul. YouTube.com/Arachnid Soul.
I mean, that's that kind of thing. Also, if you're a girl gamer, you might just want to know that, because there's some losers that'll annoy the hell out of you as well.
Arachnid was a girl once, so he knows. Trust me.
Well, I mean, we were all girls once, but some of us are men now. I'm not going to get into biology, but yes, we were all female at some point. In any case...
Anyhow, before he starts with his nonsense, yeah. I'm going to switch over to Talon Salem now. Get maybe one game in with some subs, and then afterwards we're going to be done with the stream for the night. But with the straight spam at the end of that fight in order to try to get it the dub and the attention craver. I think I had enough of the PlayStation for today. So we will be switching over to Town of Salem. Feel free to join us on there. So give me a second, guys. I'll be back. I'll leave you to the noise of Arachnid Soul in the meantime.
Yeah, okay. So we've got Kaze the Blackwind here. Kaze, we're about to play Little Town of Salem.
Oh, outstanding.
So yeah, we're on the live stream right now. So you're live to the world. Are you at home right now?
I am. However, my computer's slightly compromised. Fixing that right now.
Oh, okay. Well, it might take you, 40 minutes to get your computer to actually boot up the game. So yeah.
Not too.
In any case, if you guys want to find Kaze the Blackwind, I would like to say go to that on YouTube, but don't go to that. Just go to the YouTube search and type in Kaze D Blackwind, or you can go to my channel. He did like a guest commentator showcase on there, and I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? What kind of plug is that?
That was a good plug.
No, it wasn't. That's one of your worst plugs ever.
Well, I mean, I wish I had like a direct link where I could say go to this address.
Well, why don't you have a direct link?
Because it's a whole complicated thing. Because YouTube kind of screwed him over.
All right, guys. So we're switching over now to Town of Salem. There it is. There you have it. We'll join here. Let me give this man a proper plug. YouTube.com/Kaze the Black. I'm gonna go ahead and get that link for you guys right now. Let me show you. See, this is a proper plug. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it right here, right on. Oh, he's back. But you know, I find it funny how he tried to do it when the stream was off. We already switched, so yeah, he's basically screwed. But yeah, cats, you could play. Everybody could play. Just go ahead and leave it right there in the chat, like whatever your name is. Like you're gonna see me type it out here. Mine's right here. That's my player name. So just type it and then put it right there in the chat.
Are you still using that player name Noob Spammer?
No, I was using that Big Boss 070. That used to be my own one.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not using that one anymore.
All right, let me see if I can.
So we got one Arachnid. So we can't let him host parties because he never invites anybody. So we know how it is, Arachnid.
I sent you the invite.
Oh boy, come on, stream.
Let me send you another one.
I hate when people beg to be added. God, it's one of the most annoying. I don't even play the game unless if I'm streaming. People need to relax. Oh boy, so it looks like the game froze, glitched out. We'll reload the page, get back on this one. So Patrick, how you done a nerd block recently? Tell us a little bit about that.
All right. Well, the last nerd block was actually an old one from back in May when I was trying some new software and never actually finished the loot crate from that month. And I'm right now trying to salvage all the files so I can still put it out. But it's done through a new software that I found for the Android phone. It's very, I was proud of it. I was very happy with it. Finally found some music I could use in the background. It is 17 minutes long, and if you like seeing, 20-year-old and up building stuff randomly after looking at awesome, cool stuff, then by all means check it out.
Okay, see there you have it. YouTube.com. I'm putting it in the chat right now, actually.
But that's not his channel.
Shh. I didn't even finish it. I said I'm putting it in the chat right now.
Okay. All right. Well, in any case, the disrespect here tonight to get this far into the live stream and Fight Night's Finest doesn't even bring up the passing of Robin Williams is disgusting.
Why are you trying to bring the whole move down to the stream? You didn't even have to talk about it.
I'm trying to pay tribute
that lacks
to a comedic legend. I'm trying to talk about. We all saw Mrs. Doubtfire. That was a movie based on. It was like autobiographical, but Fight Night didn't want to play himself, so Robin Williams played him. But it was about when Fight Night was younger. He used to work he used to work the nightclub scene, and to make ends meet, he dressed up as a woman. So
the
listen.
Ridiculousness of Arachnid, as usual. Let me go ahead and put this screen cap back on for you guys.
Look at this. Invite still pending.
Yeah, that's because we got to make sure we get everybody added. Did you add Sendo?
Oh, I didn't even know. No, because
see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is why you can't do it. We're waiting for Cats to get on. We're waiting for Kaze to get on. We're waiting for the people in the stream who want to play to get on. And you're simply sitting there blatantly disrespecting everybody by not adding them to the game. This is what Arachnid Soul does. He only cares about himself. He's a selfish individual. He comes up late to the stream. This is what he does.
Okay, I sent Sendo an invite, so.
Oh, so now I gotta go actually join his game now.
There he is. Yeah.
We'll send another invite because I couldn't accept yours. Let's see what's up with this chat. Yeah, it's a very fun game. I'm gonna go ahead and explain all the roles and stuff. Knowing Arachnid, he's gonna be cheating, as he usually does.
All right, let me leave this party and then send more invites because Fight Night doesn't know technology. Oh.
Yeah, so prepare for excellence because that's what this game is. And yeah, Sendo said invite him again if you didn't.
All right, I sent Sendo the invite. But yeah, you can fit 15 people in the party on this game.
Who's B-Hop?
That is weird.
Oh, well, that's another person who wants to be added to the game. B-Hop 190. You got that, Arachnid?
B-Hop 190.
B-H-O-P 190. 990. You got it?
Yeah.
There you go. You cannot join a party while I'm not in a party. Anyhow, I guess I'll refresh and then we'll hope for the best. Arachnid, we need one more invite over here.
Oh my god. You know I gotta keep leaving to send these invites out, right?
No, you don't.
There's Kaze.
How you gotta keep leaving?
Yeah, because this game's kind of acting up, but alright. It looks like it's letting me invite people. Sendo's already in here, because he knows how to use the internet, I guess.
So Sendo, we got Sendo, B-Hop, Kaze, Bloodcats, Arachnid, and myself. That's actually a lot of people to play on this game. That's 6. So
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the invite from Arachnid.
See it?
All
It's
right.
just mine's slow.
Invite. Let me.
My hamster ran out.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, take your time.
So I sent Bloodcats, and I sent everybody an invite. B-Hop hasn't accepted my friend request.
B-Hop, you have to accept Arachnid's friend request on the notifications so that you can join us.
Yeah, B-Hop, I sent you an invite.
There we go.
A friend
Sometimes you got it's still in beta stage, so there's gonna be a couple of glitches every now.
Oh,
and
there
then.
he is. All right, I got you, B-Hop. Invite. Somebody's cat's coming in.
Oh, it's not Bloodcats this time. It's Patrick.
Cat coming in with that sour apple Jolly Rancher wrapper.
Oh boy.
Let me filter keys. What?
That's a lot of people to have in a game.
Well, we're waiting on cats now.
All right, cats. Yeah, I sent you the invite. I mean, we could just do a private game, honestly, where it's just us.
See, that takes the fun out of it, though. There's not
Alright,
as many people.
There's cats. You ready to start this?
I'm ready. The whole stream is ready. Everybody's waiting in anticipation. Now, Arachnid, you're going to have to check the chat. Because my chat is down right now. So don't miss anybody's comments, Arachnid. We know how good you are at typing at night as that Mafia member.
No.
And, that's another thing on the stream. If you're in the stream, don't be cheating because you know what my role is. That's not right.
Go put that light on, Fight Night, because we know you're gonna need to talk to the other Mafia people. You want to see the keyboard.
Yeah, we hear you last time. Up there typing late at night. See, the last few times we played this game, Arachnid could not be trusted. Up there lying, he got people killed for no apparent reason. Talking about he was a member of the town. Comes out to find out Arachnid was the leader of the whole operation. Arachnid, so yes, he was the godfather. He was the guy out there making all the mistakes. He was the person up there killing everybody for no apparent reason. He even killed one of his own members just so that he could win the game.
No. And you know, you're kind of crooked on that game, the way you'll sell out your members too.
I don't sell out anybody.
All right,
I'm a proud town member. So we got a bunch of different roles in here, just in case this is anybody's first time watching. I'll also ask that Arachnid checks the chat, and if he sees something, you know, feel free to interrupt me at any time to let me know what it is that somebody else is saying. We got a couple of Pokemon in the stream. We got Bulbasaur, we got Pikachu, we got Charmander in the stream here tonight, and we also got the homie Arachnid, so you see him down here already getting to work on that keyboard at night because he is a Mafia member. So if anybody is watching, I'm just telling you, go ahead and kill Arachnid before everybody suffers.
No, actually what I was doing was plugging in my laptop so the screen gets bright because I'm down to 10%. But of course, somebody's going to accuse me of something already.
Why not? You're so accusable.
Right?
We have so many Pokemon in here.
Didn't we just talk about this?
I know, but I'm saying. This must be because I opened up the stream talking about it tonight.
Damn, what happened? So we got 2 people dead already, and this morning we got, I believe that's Captain Hammer down, and we also got Meows down. That's probably Cats, if I'm not mistaken. But she's not here to justify that.
Yeah, hopefully that's not her already.
So what are people saying in the chat, Arachnid?
They're saying Fight Night's not good at this game.
What?
Yeah, that is Cat. She was saying she's dead already in the chat.
Well, just get executed for no reason. That's just how it works sometimes.
God.
right?
On night 1. But I mean, we've seen some brutal nights on this game where everybody wakes up night 1. There's like 6 people dead.
Yeah.
Who were they accusing?
See, I like how somebody asked for the proof.
Yeah, I mean, and they gotta accuse me too, because I'm over checking the chat room.
See, and look at this. You know, when you do that, you also give up your role. So now any mafia personnel will target this guy because of the fact, if you take a look here at the chat in the bottom left-hand corner, I'm gonna actually full screen this for you guys. Well, I mean, after the show Skype, but
it would be funny if Katz died and then I got killed the first day. I mean,
yeah, the 2 partners in crime already, you know, dead. But see, that's not proof. See, he's saying it's not proof, but it could be proof. Also, he could have been framed. Like, you never know. It's too early to start voting up people and putting people up on the block and seeing if they can make those Kevin Spacey votes from House of Cards. If you have not seen that series, I definitely advise anybody to check it out. So it's a bit laggy on my end just because I got all this stuff plugged up. But yeah, you guys are getting the gist of it. Gonna go ahead and let go of this PlayStation also as well. I already got that feeling that, you know, we're just gonna, it's not gonna be a fun game.
Well, I mean, you know, Fight Night never lasts long in this, so
I feel like I'm gonna die quick just because of the fact that, you know, people's like, oh, Fight Night's here, let's get him out quick.
See, now I will say this, I think I'm safe only because when you're accused of being mafia won't kill you because they're like, let's keep that target alive. So
somebody
it's almost
tried
like
to roadblock me apparently last night.
No one died.
You guys, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, you got quiet for a second, like, damn.
Yeah, so anyway, Mr. Moo, every night, well, not every night, but people can, if they have the ability to kill people, can kill people. And the whole point is, you've got 3 mafia people. Their goal, they win the game by killing everyone in the town and not being found out, not being hung. The town, on the other hand, they win if they can hang all of the mafia people. And then you've got some kind of neutral roles like the serial killer who's out for himself, and he's just... Yeah, I was accused yesterday. But anyway, the serial killer's out for himself. He's just trying to kill everyone in the town, which that's probably Fight Night's finest.
Oh boy, wow. I love how I'm accused of these things. Like, it's just too early to be being accused.
Well, like I said before, I did mind being accused, but now I like it because every day that I'm accused, I know that's a night where the mafia's not going to kill me. So as long as the town doesn't decide to hang me, I'm fine.
And now you see, the strategy that I like to use for this game is if I'm mafia, which I am clearly not. Anybody who's watching the stream could see that. But if I'm mafia, the first thing that I always do is I try to get rid of the smart people. You want to get rid of the people out there who are having common sense, who understand how to put 1 and 2 together. You know, you got to get rid of the Patricks of the world because, you know, you're going to lose the game. He's going to get rid of you too quick. So the whole goal as the mafia, get rid of the smart people, leave the dumb ones there to debate among themselves, and then you end up killing everybody. As the serial killer, you want to pin things on the mafia for the most part. You want to make sure that the mafia is taking all the blame while you're sitting back and, you know, doing the dirty work. And then as the townspeople, just get rid of all the people who, you know, who seem suspicious, who are acting a little too quiet, and also don't be afraid to put, damn. See, he accused Arachnid early and he paid the price. Arachnid made him pay it. He waited a couple of nights, but he got the job done.
No, that wasn't me. And in fact, I don't like the fact that he died because now other people are going to have that same thought process.
See, and also, you have a thing called a will in this game. For you guys that don't see, it's this little button right here that says Death Note. It's basically your will. You can type things on here and... Oh, not Death Note. Boy. Last will, that one. And you can go ahead and let people know what it is that you're thinking.
Yeah. Well, as you guys can see, the town's slowly getting knocked off. I wasn't paying attention to the notes, but...
Well, it said that Thomas Danforth visited Arachnid the other night. That's what it said.
Right. And found nothing.
Yeah, so you know, at the end of that just means he visited you. I didn't know you guys weren't conspiring together.
Why would we be conspiring together?
Well,
Doesn't make any sense.
You never know. He could have investigated you. It could have been something. We don't know why he died. He was the lookout.
But
why you got people visiting you?
He didn't visit me and die on the same night. I mean, he visited me, but nothing happened.
Also, you gotta be proactive in the chat as the town, you know? That's how you start figuring things out. And also as the town, you want to be putting people up on the block. This way that you can start figuring some things out.
Yeah, but pretty much, Mr. Moo, that's exactly what it is. It's also a game of deduction, because once people die, you see their role. Every character is a random role that you're assigned. You learn how to play them. The game's different every time. And once you start seeing who's already died, then it becomes harder for people to lie if they go up on the chopping block. People try to go up there and claim that they're a doctor, and it's like, yeah, we kind of already lost the doctor in town.
Right.
You know, but you will see that kind of thing, and I don't know.
You know, I'm kind of scared to be doing this early on. I'll be right back. I'll let you guys, you know, take over the stream just for a moment, but I'll be right back.
All right. Well, and here we go. I think this is night 3, if I'm not mistaken, and it looks like Blasphemy, Bulbasaur, and AB were all killed last night, one way or another. Oh, you see, now the serial killer's getting active. So the serial killer,
Yep.
I guess no one was talking about the serial killer, so the serial killer decided to lay out a little bit, wait a couple of nights, and there you see his note where he's telling you what he's done night 1, 2, 3, and 4. I guess it is night 4 we just had, I don't know. Wasn't counting the nights. But, so now you've got, I guess 4 of the people in town are guilty, because there's 3 mafia people, there's a serial killer, and then the other people are the townspeople. And the serial killer always has to, if he figures out who mafia is, it's smart for him to kind of shut up and try to work with them a little bit in a weird way. So again, you see someone else visited me and they found nothing. Which, this is funny to me, because as an innocent townsperson, they're kind of just, they can only inspect one person a night, so they're kind of wasting their opportunities. Let me see here. Let me look in the chat room and see what's going on. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people in the chat room are getting killed off. In the live stream chat room. So now let's see here. So it looks like William Phillips is saying that he's the serial killer, which I hate when people reveal their roles like that, but again, there's another role in town called the Jester, which is like a, you know, like a clown, and they win the game by getting the town to hang them. If they're killed at night, though, they don't win. So you will see the Jester start saying things like pointing out that they're in Mafia or they're in something else, you know, something bad to try to get hung. Charmander has just revealed that he's the mayor, which means that for a certain amount of turns, he has 3 votes. I think he might be a Jester. But the Jester can win, and also the Mafia or the town people can win as well, so I'm not too worried about it, but I will... I don't know. Kind of going from the evidence I have now, I can't say he's guilty, but...
See, at this point, it's a little too early for people to start just accusing people, but you want to put them on the block to try to start figuring out people's role. That's the whole point of getting these votes out early. I'm not going to vote, though, this time around. I don't know if he's guilty or not, so we'll find out here. Is William Phillips, is he the Godfather?
Well, no, he was saying he was serial killer. He was like, I don't want to play this role, but I think maybe he's Jester. Charmander also revealed him or herself to be the town mayor.
He
He was the serial killer.
He was the serial killer.
That's just someone who doesn't like. I hate people like that. Like, you're given a random role, even if you don't like it, just go with it.
Yeah.
I hate that kind of shit.
So we still got 3 mafia people left. We lost the lookout, we lost the escort, the jailer, the sheriff, and the investigator. So it's really not looking too good for us right now. It looks like at any moment that the town we're gonna end up going. So we need to start putting people up on the block immediately. I'm thinking Patrick is still out there doing what he does, you know, killing people late at night, typing on that keyboard. I heard it a few times, a few moments ago when Arachne was talking.
Yeah, I listen for stuff like that too.
I'm dead.
So Patrick is no longer with us. What happened, Patrick?
I was the doctor.
Sure.
I was the guy that was healing people.
He protected me one night, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And I protected Arachne too.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, well, I wasn't...
See, look at you accusing him, Arachne. Aren't you something?
Well, I wasn't really worried about my safety because I got accused early on. So, like I said, if you're a serial killer or mafia and somebody gets accused early on and the town's looking at them, you want to keep that person alive because if they die, now people are going to start looking again. So I really wasn't worried.
Okay, so now we have to take a look at it. We need to start putting people up. Vote Deborah for president. Please kill me. I have to pee and I don't want to miss anything. Oh, boy. We need to start putting people up. John Von Sugar has not said anything the entire game. So I'm thinking he's guilty.
Okay, I mean, so it's pretty much like the Salem witch trials, because I wouldn't mind putting him up to hear what he has to say, but this is like one of those towns that'll just hang everybody and then we'll end up losing.
Yeah. I'm trying to see, I want people to see, I want to see who's talking and who's not.
Let me say something here.
That's alright, you got William talking shit in the,
How did you go up?
in the death thing.
Who's talking shit?
The serial killer, he's going, oh, I don't want to play with your noobs.
Wow.
Accusing people and stuff. Okay, well, dude, you don't have to play. But don't, do that where you just give yourself away like that.
So we basically, if Arachne dies, we got... I'm voting innocent, but if Arachne dies, we got a 3-on-3, so it's up to the town to figure out who's the 3 people.
This is the kind of nonsense. This town, I can't believe the ignorant. All right, it's nice to see that actually people were smart enough to vote innocent, although I'm still gonna hang.
John didn't vote, and Pikachu and Charmander, they voted you guilty. So I'm thinking Pikachu is definitely a mafia member.
No, but you see, they got rid of me first, and then they got rid of the guy that I was protecting.
Yeah.
And so I feel bad for that.
See, he was up to no good. Now it makes me look like a fool. This is what I'm talking about. You can never know with this guy. You just never know. I sat here, I put my neck on the line for this guy, and this is what he does. Plug his stream, put him in the chat, bring him in every Thursday and Tuesday, and this is the respect I get. He lies to my face, guys. This is the type of man that you guys are replying to in the chat right now.
Only here, folks.
It's only here. YouTube.com/FightNightsFinest. Only here. Subscribe today if you haven't.
I just don't appreciate the fact that before I was proven guilty, like, you guys already judged me.
You're a liar.
Like, it hurts my feelings.
We should have listened early on. I should have knew better. Every time, and I fall for the same trick every time. I always say, maybe he's a good guy.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it's the baby face,
Yeah, it just might be.
Voice, It's such a trusting voice.
Well, I mean, you play the hand that you're dealt.
Nah, it's not the hand that he just dealt. He went up to upper management. I saw him walk up those stairs, and he begged for that role as Framer in the Mafia. He begged for it.
You took the Black Widow perp, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it. Freaking Fallout.
Well, I think it's pretty funny that, you know, when you get to this point in the game, people haven't played too well, and it's like, you know, it's a toss-up now. This is what you try to avoid if you're the town. You want it to be like 4 townspeople left, 5 townspeople, 6 townspeople, and a mafia person. You don't want 2 mafia people when there's, what, 4 innocent people? Not even 4. Because somebody might be executioner.
He's not coming out with that roll, y'all, so we need to get him up there. This is how you do it. You start putting people on the block. Let's see if he whips that vote.
Start just putting random people up.
Yeah, you gotta try.
This is why Fight Night can't be a judge in this country.
I'm a good judge.
'Cause this is the
We
kind
got
of
the numbers
nonsense.
down. Now we could just figure out who it is. I gave my roll up, and somebody coming to try to attack me, I could protect myself. What kind of excuse is that? Get the hell out of here.
Attributionists, there's one.
I think Pikachu's guilty too. Right?
Who are you talking to?
I'm looking at the chat.
This is what I hate. Innocent people in town getting killed for no reason.
I doubt he's innocent.
He's innocent.
Yeah, right. He was your boss.
Right?
Innocent member of society.
Yeah. Who cares if it was blood money?
Right?
Yep.
Told you, you got rid of your boss, so you develop a sore
No,
spot.
that wasn't his boss. That wasn't even his boss.
God, we got one more guy. We got one more to get rid of.
This is disgusting.
I'm gonna go ahead and protect myself tonight. I got none left.
You're right. It's absolute just genocide, ain't it?
Right? Now, I know Pikachu said that she was the medium, but I just don't trust it. I don't trust it. So we need to put everybody up on the block today, see who's lying, who's not lying. Arachnid, what's going on with the chat on YouTube, though?
Oh, everybody's just sitting here watching. By the way, if you're in the chat room, remember to hit that like button. Let people know the injustice that's taking place here tonight.
See, somebody tried to come for me. I knew it. I knew it. So it's Pikachu. I knew it for a fact. I know Charmander's not guilty. He was killed by the veteran. What's this? Shut down. So town wins. The veteran comes out with that call and ends up winning the game. I thought it was Pikachu, but you know, made a good call. Squirtle hasn't said anything.
So Fight Night was just wrong all night about everything.
I was wrong about you because I decided to say, you know, maybe Arachnid might be different tonight. You know, I try to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Trying to accuse Pikachu, who is innocent, that little cute Pokemon, trying to say that little cute Pokemon's a killer.
Man, get the hell out of here, Arachnid.
You probably get sued by Nintendo for saying that.
Right? Alright, guys. I hope everybody sat back and enjoyed the stream. We had a good time. We was joined by Patrick. I'm going to go ahead and put his link in the description at the end of this video. So you guys just look in the chat. You'll see it right there. Also, we want to thank the Framer for joining us here tonight. Remember, he has a live stream on August the 21st. If that isn't a lie, Arachnid So, youtube.com/Arachnid So, the usual co-host. And also check out Blood Cats if you haven't done so also. Anyway, it's been your boy, Fight Night's Finest, the Sophie commentator, and I'm out this. Peace!